Today's story, The Shoemaker and the Elves. Once upon a time, in a quaint village, there lived a kind and hardworking shoemaker. Despite his dedication and skills, the shoemaker had fallen on hard times. His business was failing, and he could barely afford to buy enough leather to make shoes. One evening, as the shoemaker was preparing to shut down his shop, he laid out the last piece of leather he had and decided to cut out the shoe patterns. Tired and disheartened, he went to bed, hoping for a miracle that would turn his fortunes around. To his astonishment, the next morning, the shoemaker found a beautifully crafted pair of shoes on his workbench. They were made with incredible precision and skill, far surpassing anything he had ever created. He couldn't believe his eyes. Word quickly spread about the remarkable shoes, and a customer soon arrived and purchased them for a generous price. The shoemaker used the money to buy enough leather to make 2 pairs of shoes, hoping that the miraculous events would continue. Once again, the next morning, he found 2 more pairs of perfectly crafted shoes on his workbench. This time, they were adorned with intricate designs and exquisite details. The shoes were sold in no time, and the shoemaker was able to buy even more leather. Night after night, the same extraordinary event took place. The shoemaker would cut the leather, go to bed, and wake up to find completed shoes. His business flourished, and he became well known for his exceptional craftsmanship. One night, the shoemaker and his wife decided to stay awake and uncover the mystery behind their good fortune. As the clock struck midnight, they hid in the corner of the workshop, eagerly awaiting the arrival of their mysterious helpers. To their amazement, a few moments later, they saw 2 tiny elves sneak into the workshop. The elves were no taller than a ruler and wore tattered clothes. With nimble fingers and swift movements, they skillfully crafted the shoes using the shoemaker's materials. The shoemaker and his wife were overwhelmed with gratitude and wanted to show their appreciation to the elves. So, during the day, they decided to make clothes for the little creatures. They sewed tiny shirts, pants, and shoes, and left them out as a surprise. That night, when the elves returned, they discovered the thoughtful gifts left by the shoemaker and his wife. Delighted, the elves quickly put on their new attire and danced around the workshop with joy. From that night on, the shoemaker and his wife would always find a small thank you note from the elves, expressing their gratitude for the kind gesture. The shoemaker's business continued to prosper, and he and his wife lived a comfortable life, forever grateful to the elves who had turned their fortunes around. And so, the tale of the shoemaker and the elves became a beloved story, reminding people of the importance of kindness, gratitude, and the possibility of unexpected miracles that can transform lives.